Innovations in transportation. Industrial innovation in transportation. Turnpikes. As trade increased in the mid 1700s, merchants needed better roads to travel on. To pay for new and improved roads, the Parliament in England started to issue local governments the right to create turnpikes, roads that required users to pay tolls. The tolls were used to pay for road repairs and upgrades. A pike was a barrier laid across the road that prevented people from using it until they paid. The operator then turned or lifted the pike to allow them to pass. Industrial innovation in transportation. Canals. Canals are man-made waterways used to transport people and goods from one place to another that usually connect to a larger body of water like a river, lake, or sea. As manufacturing increased during the Industrial Revolution, the need to transport heavy fuel like coal and more finished products made transporting over land less effective. As a result, large canal systems were built all over England and other countries. Industrial innovation in transportation. Locomotives, trains. Watch an excerpt from a video on steam engine history for a brief history of early trains in Great Britain, and this video of steam engines to see what it was like to be near a passing train later in the Industrial Revolution. In the 1500s, 1600s, and for most of the 1700s, railroad tracks were used to move goods from one place to another over short distances, but they were pushed or pulled using human muscle or animal power. James Watt's steam engine, 1774, breathed new life into the railroad when it was adapted to pull rail cars for the first time by English inventor Richard Trevithick's locomotive in 1804. Innovators throughout Great Britain, the United States, and Europe improved upon Watt's and Trevithick's technology, creating faster, more powerful, more efficient, and safer trains. The speed and power of trains transformed the lives of those who used them to travel and ship goods. Before the locomotive, the fastest way to travel over land was on horseback, which averaged around 30 miles per hour, but was uncomfortable, required frequent stops for rest, and could carry very little weight. In contrast, by 1829, George Stephenson's locomotive Rocket could travel 29 miles per hour, and 100 years later, trains were traveling at speeds over 120 miles per hour. Locomotives only required fuel, like coal, to keep moving and could pull massive loads. Railroad lines quickly spread throughout Great Britain and all over the world, bringing people and goods closer to one another than they had ever been before.